Hi there, YouTube. This is the Magnus, bringing you another Total War Warhammer online ladder battle. Again, I was faced with somebody wanting to play the elves, and I elected to bring the beastmen. And I kind of learned some things from the last couple of battles being on both sides of this engagement, so I wanted to see if that learning was any good. So let's take a look at what we did here. We have two Bestigor herd split by three Gore herd with shields, and then on each flank I have two Ungor spearmen herd for a total of four. I brought two Gore bulls, Morgor of course, and the Brave Shaman of Beasts, and then on each flank I have two units of dead sexy ladies, also known as Harpies, huh? Actually, they kind of look like dudes, don't they? I'm not sure. Either way, it's bad. Let's take a look at what my opponent did here. He's got Durthu. I see a lot of this. Almost everybody goes with Durthu. And then we have Eternal Guard, no shields. He's got three of those up front, and then two Dryades. And then throughout his army, he has another four Dryades for a total of six. He's got Glade Guard with two with the Starfire and two with Hagbane. And it looks like, what else does he have here? War Dancers with the Azrai Spears. Looks like he just has one of those. And he has the Spell Singer of Life with the healing spell. So this is where I fell down last time. It was a branch wraith, but same thing as far as the lore of life. Healing. You just can't let them do too much of that. So let's see if I did in fact learn and see if it does us any good. We're both approaching. That's a comfort for a change. I hate always having to go the whole way across the field. I just feel like it's like, dude, just move. You can keep your formation, but move. So I'm just glad to have an opponent that doesn't sit there and make me go to them. So that's cool. And I have a very wide line, so I'm going to try to focus on getting all the spears onto the sides and rear of them. So flanking is going to be the key. Again, I'm going to use the Harpies to intercept his missiles, try to do damage to them, and prevent them from doing a butt ton of damage to my key units. He targets both of my Bestigor herd, which is my armor-piercing contingent. Don't want to lose those. I put down Flock of Doom and get great coverage here. It looks like 6 units affected. Gotta love when you get a good flock off. Over here, you're going to see that the Harpies get into the missile units, but the Dryads are going to tear them down quick as hell. So really minimized their effectiveness a good bit. But as far as damage, but they did prevent all firing and allowed my guys to get into melee, because it's much harder to hit dudes who are fighting your guys than it is to hit guys that are crossing the field. So you see I'm going to go for one of these. So I got that on that side, and I'm doing the same on this side, but he's pushing out with Dryads chasing the Harpies, which obviously they can't catch because they're in the air, but I'm going to intercept and let the rest of them get into the air. So immediately I send in the damage crew, the two Gore Bulls and Morgor. I'm going to go right after his Spell Singer here, and it's going to run, and I'm just going to keep clicking and trying to push through. The infantry engagement, here I get some of my infantry into his archers, which is a good thing. Over here, same thing with the flanking effect. And with how the Harpies performed here, I'm thinking there's got to be a better way to do it. Maybe Senegors, or I don't know, bring some crappy archers of my own. I'm not sure, but I need a better way to get rid of these guys. So you see the Spell Singer is fleeing, but we don't want her just to flee. We have to kill her. We got to make sure she's not coming back, because Durthu plus healing equals very bad day, and I've learned that, and we're not going to repeat that result. So you're going to see he comes after my Brave Shaman here. I'm busy microing, trying to kill this thing as fast as humanly possible, and then I need to swing these guys in. I got some things I'm missing. I'm bringing back Harpies, because they had fled, but now they're coming back. But I did notice it here, and so I'm going to pull the Brave Shaman up like this, and then I'm going to pull one unit off of here. Actually, I'm going to pull the Bestigor herd, because the armor piercing at least is going to do some decent damage to them before they get murdered by Durthu, the giant tree monster. So you see there, Gorbel takes a diving stab at the spell singer, and that's going to be the end of her. So there's going to be no healing. He's able to cast Flock of Doom, so am I. You see me put it down again. I put it down over here as well, so I think I've had 3 of them so far. And you really want to pull those off just about as quick as you can, because they're absolutely devastating. Speaking of devastating, he's running and shooting. I'm still getting used to that. And boom, he's going to chase off my Vibration. And so that's definitely a loss. Durthu snaps my infantry in half over here, sends them running. I was able to summon a Chaos Spawn and kill one of his guys to get another Chaos Spawn. So they're doing decent work here. And now I'm sending the leadership crew over to go after Durthu. If this gang can kill him, or rout him, I believe the rest of his forces are weak enough that it'll be over shortly thereafter. He's got a lot of routing, a lot of his units you see blinking there. So I like the position I'm in. I see the balance bar, and I glance up at it every once in a while, and it shows that I'm at a decent advantage. So now I'm bringing back the Harpies yet again. When they run, I try to get them back involved. They're great on routing units. There's no question about that. If you get a fear or terror thing going on, they will do you quite well. So now I just decided to pull everything onto Durthu because his health is getting quite low, and I want to spike him as quickly as I can. And considering most of his army's running, I figure I have a little bit of time to try to get this right. So Durthu here, he has amazing damage. He does magical damage. He has a great health pool, about 6,000. He's got great armor. He's armor piercing. He's got abilities. He's got the lore of beasts. He is just a stud, and I don't blame people for wanting to use him so much. But he is not going to win the day today. It is a victory for the Beastmen. So let's take a look at the tail of the tape. We have the Ungor Spearman herd. I feel did pretty darn well, better than they usually do, so I was happy with that. The Gore herd with shields did fine. Best of Gore definitely was best of show, doing damage, and the Harpies didn't live up to my expectations. I think that's twice in a row it's happened. I love the ease with which you can get them into somebody's archers, but I can't help but think that there's got to be a more cost-effective and just overall more effective solution. If you guys have ideas, please shoot them over. I love that stuff, so I always appreciate it. The Gorbels did well. They're not what they used to be, without the healing potion, but they're still quite good. Brace Shaman of Beasts, Doomflocks, without those, no way I won this. Morgur, he's always a stud. Taking a look at my opponent's army, his Dryads just did great. And I've seen a lot of people using these, and I've seen them used well, but these are some numbers I haven't seen before, so very good use of these. Very good game by Mr. Timespender, by the way. His Eternal Guard did okay. Nothing too special. War Dancers, not... You need to get more kills with something with that kind of a cost. His archers, I just did a great job between sacrificing 2,400 worth of Harpies and then wrapping the spears around, which was far more cost effective. Kind of limited their ability to get kills. The Spell Singer, I went right after her, but she still, healed herself and probably some others. So, there's really not much you could have done about that to protect her. And Durthu, only 26 kills, but he put a ton of hurting on my Gorbels and my leader. So, actually everybody, all my heroes, and my legendary lord. So Durthu's a stud, no question about it. So anyways, if you liked the battle, if you learned something, you had a good time, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Until the next time, this is the Magnus, and I'll see you on the ladder.